Petra, you don't need to help me. I got all the help I need with this checkering here. Hello, Miss Petra. Hey, girl. Miss Petra had a close encounter with a skunk, and I gave her a bath, but she still stinks. But she likes to be in the middle of everything. So, hello, Petra. What do you think? Huh? Look okay here? Yeah? Pretty good, huh? Whenever a gun comes through my shop, two things are going to automatically happen to it. It's going to get cleaned to start with. If it needs it, I'll dip it in a solution, usually kerosene or diesel fuel, and take a toothbrush to it. In this case, this one here had been varnished. Somebody had varnished the woodwork with with the metal in place, and they had got varnish all around the edges of this, and I had to clean all that off with I didn't use stripper on it. I just took my fingernail and just scraped it off, and then took a brass brush. I don't use metal brush on something like this. But the first thing that'll happen is it'll get cleaned to start with, and then after I get done working on it, it gets cleaned again, and this time it'll get oiled. The first time I take all the oil off and work on it. After that, after all the dust and everything from my shop, which is everywhere inside of a wood shop, I will re-clean it and re-oil it. And on the inside, one of the worst things people do is over-oil their guns. They put oil in places where it doesn't even need, and they fail to put it in places where it should be. They just pour it all over it and hope that it'll get into the place. It's kind of like pouring gas all over your car and hoping it'll suck into the gas tank somewhere. It needs to be put in strategic areas and only there, because it'll run down and get in places that you don't want it, and those places are between the wood and the metal. It doesn't need to have oil sitting in there between the wood and the metal. One thing I strongly recommend you don't do is spray it down with a spray type oil like WD-40 or something like that, which is basically kerosene with some perfume in it, because it gets in places it doesn't need to be. Oil the pieces where they have hinges that are rotating parts and sliding parts like firing pins and things like that. Oil those carefully and lightly. Wipe off the excess, and then you have oiled your gun, and that's all it needs. You really can't over tighten that screw by hand. Now if you put a wrench on a square screwdriver shank, and you can over tighten that way, but most people can't do it by hand. It's too big of a bolt, and you can't get enough pressure on it with a screwdriver tip by hand. So stay with that. Don't get carried away and using a torque wrench on your mounting screws. To keep from over tightening, that's that's the issue. Keep from over tightening them. That thing snaps. Whew. Love it. I like it. What do you think? Old workhorses don't look all that bad when you kind of outfit them a little bit and put some new wood on them. I'm pleased with it. Well, thanks for choosing to spend your time here with me today. I hope you've enjoyed this program. I'll try to post a new segment each weekend. In addition, if you'd like to read about a stock that I made and then it took a 20-foot free fall, click on the link at the bottom of this page. It's called The Broken Gun. It's a story I wrote a few years ago about my two boys. Sometimes life's hard and things get broken. Now and then we get a chance to fix them. I'm so grateful for the opportunity I had to repair this broken stock. It led to a restoration that I never could have imagined. As always, if you like this video, please click the like button and share this with your friends. Have a great day.